could just do this. We just dive right in.
Yeah, did you see that? We got the we got a dick tip and we got some thinking with your dickman. So this will be good.
Oh, it's just stuff for play some bumpers. Nice.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
You're getting paid tonight. You sure did, CJ.
Yeah. I'm going to be able to go out and get some drinks after this.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And be able to tip the bartender.
God damn it. God damn it. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 97 of the Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, I am Ren, with you once again. 97 times with an extra one there, 98, call it, because there's a zero involved. Yeah, I don't know, what do we do? Anyways, we're going to do this one more time. We'll see how it goes. My buddy Ray is here, all the way over in infected California, state of emergency. Ray, how you doing, buddy? You surviving?
Yeah, I am surviving. I spent the week in Fresno. And you know you're in Fresno when you're next to like the event center and there's barbed wire around all the businesses, neighboring businesses. That's a good indicator for where you're at in California.
California, land of opportunity and land of awesomeness. Fantastic.
And that's just standard. That's standard. That's not quarantining people with coronavirus. There's no zombies they're trying to hold back. Nothing like that's just standard operating procedure there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a amazing shithole you live in, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you live there. At least you're in Northern California where it isn't that bad, right?
Yeah, it is actually. Northern California is actually pretty nice because there's less hippies. You're actually out in the country, so there's a lot more people that are cool with like, you can go hunting, you can go up to the mountains. I'm like an hour from snow.
More
about an hour from the ocean. Yeah, that's actually kind of a lot of it. Yes, they're not quite as crazy with their ideals.
Oh man, let's set up what we're doing tonight.
Those
First
guys
of all,
aren't that far away.
This is episode 97 of the Rich Dickman Show. We got 3 more episodes and we hit the big 100. So that's cool. That's exciting. All right. So, hey, call the Dickman line 860-316-4776. If you want to leave us a message, richdickman.com. For all your Rich Dickman needs, click the merch tab. Get yourself the Eat the Rich shirt. I got to talk about that. I forgot that in the notes. Put that in my notes. Eat the Rich shirt. Okay. Because, man, we were on to something, and now I'm pissed off. And follow us on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. And, of course, you can always email us, richdickmanshow@gmail.com, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay, here we are. It's number 97. And we got some stuff going on. What did we have on last week? Did we have a guest last week? Oh, yeah. I don't know where I am. This has been one of those weeks. I've had like a couple days off this week and it just threw my whole schedule off. We had Berries and Cream and of course Cody McCann from Roast Mortem on. Thank you, Berries. Thank you, Cody. That was a fun, great episode. Had a good time. And amazingly, Ray, every single one of our listeners downloaded it on the first day. It was crazy. It's fun. It's fun when that happens. Yeah. So all you guys retweeting and putting the word out, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. We got a lot of stuff going on. Ray is getting paid tonight. Ray is getting paid tonight. My God, this is going to piss me off to no end. And Ray, what's going on, man? So you were in Fresno and, I know you were texting me earlier in the week about some shit going on. So tell me about it.
Yeah. So it was kind of an impromptu cheerleading event where I guess our cheer gym got invited kind of last minute, which is kind of a neat thing to get invited, and didn't have to pay. Normally you have to just sign up and pay. So it's kind of nice to not have to pay for once.
Free shit is the best.
Still
shit.
Had to pay for the hotel. Well, yeah. So can't complain about free stuff, right? But again, like you get off the freeway and there's just barbed wire on all the fences and, general shithole. Fresno's not nice. The hotel, not too shabby. But as I got in the hotel, I couldn't help but notice that there was a ton of black people wearing, I don't know if you call it uniforms, but like suits. And so, and they all said they were from like, member. Yeah.
Do I need to call Isaac so we can have this conversation or what?
Well, no. So this is just facts. Okay. So I was like, oh, this is interesting. They're all wearing suits and they're all kind of mingled together. And it's like the whole place is like full of them, right? And it's Fresno. Statistically, I'm just saying, like, there's not that many black people there. And they're obviously in a hotel, so they're for some sort of convention or something. So I'm trying to like see what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
And I can't remember the exact phrases on all but they had like logos and stuff on their t-shirts and jackets, and they're all, a lot of them wearing suits. But they were Freemasons, but it was like all black guys. Like, so I'd never seen that. I always thought of like Freemasons watching like, what movie is that with, Nick Cage, the National Treasure? Like, I always think of this like, we're chasing down the Freemasons or something like that. But I was thinking it was like the founding fathers, so I don't know much about Freemasons. Do you know anything about Freemasons?
I don't. But
I was completely surprised. Yeah,
I do know that it is fairly popular in the black community, so it doesn't surprise me
really?
because
Okay.
I'm not racist.
Well, I'm just ignorant. I just had no idea. So, but then the other thing is all men as well. So there was a couple females, but there was only like 4 of them. And they were all sitting by themselves way over in the corner, and the guys wouldn't even talk to them. Like, they'd walk by, talk to the guys for a minute, and then the guys would kind of like, not ignore them, but kind of be like, oh yeah, go do your thing over there. And I was like, what the heck is this? So it's kind of just odd. Like, I was not expecting it. So I gotta do some more research and see. I need to learn more about what Freemasons are and what they do.
So I just
Apparently
pulled up. I just pulled up the Wikipedia
go ahead.
entry. Okay. And modern Freemasonry broadly consists of 2 main recognition groups. Regular Freemasonry insists that a volume of scripture be open in a working lodge, that every member profess belief in a supreme being, that no women be admitted, although in some jurisdictions, those who transition to women after being initiated may stay, and that the discussion of religion and politics be banned. Continental Freemasonry is now the general term for the jurisdictions which have removed some or all of these restrictions. So yeah, there's 2 different types of Freemasonry. No. Yeah, you know what, Ray? It's unfair that it's not unfair, that's not the word I'm looking for. I want to be in a secret society like this, though I don't have the dedication to put forth, and I just don't have time for that shit. This is super interesting. Between the Freemasons and what's the other? Oh God, I was just thinking of it too. Not the Illuminati. Got the,
is that the one with like? That's what I was gonna say. Illuminati with the little pyramid in the eye or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's another one that's similar.
I need to brush up on.
Called. All right.
Okay.
Well, so
that's kind of what I saw. So, but see, how much of a secret society are they? If they're wearing stuff that says like they're from, like there was some guys from LA, there's some from San Francisco, they're like from all over the place. They had what do you call it? Not unit, but anyway, whatever, their location. But then I was trying to listen to him talk. I tried to eavesdrop on him. And there was one guy who was talking about his necklace and how it warded off, and in his words, bad spirits and bad karma. Mm-hmm. And all I could think was he was talking about where he bought it. And I was like, if you're just going to buy something like that, do you think it really works? Or shouldn't you have to craft something like that? Like, don't you have to do some sort of dance or some sort of sacrifice or something more than just go to a store and buy a necklace? And that's all you got to do to ward off bad spirits and bad karma? Like, that seems too easy. You're
a goddamn professional podcaster. Okay. It is incumbent upon you to see somebody that's odd or different or curious and ask them questions. There's a hotel. There's probably a bar there. You could have run into 1 or 2 of them at a bar and say, hey man, what's up with the jacket? And then have an awesome conversation learning all about Freemasonry, and then maybe join yourself and kick your wife out.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
It certainly would have. Next time I'll get some business cards, start handing those out, and maybe start carrying some Eat the Rich t-shirts. Please. And start selling those.
Hey, speaking of t-shirts, did you ever send Randy his t-shirt? Also Elisa May?
No, because Randy said he still doesn't want his yet. I still gotta get on that. Fuck, I gotta remind me about that. So then in the bar, let's switch out of that one real quick.
Yeah.
Then I was in the bar and I was like, you know what? Let me get a drink.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an old fashioned.
Delicious.
And it said, sir. Now, what does it mean to you if they say served in a bucket of ice?
Sounds like I should not order that old fashioned. That's what it sounds like, because old fashions don't come in bucket of ice, but go ahead.
Yeah, basically he filled the whole fucking glass up with ice.
Shut up.
I was like, what is this? Yeah, the whole thing. So there wasn't hardly anything in it. I was really annoyed.
Man, the best
and it didn't taste
old-fashioned,
good.
the best old-fashioned I ever had was in the shithole of Philadelphia, unfortunately. But a guy used some Eagle Rare bourbon, which is the best bourbon, in my opinion. And he had these big cubes, these big square cubes of ice. And just one. He put one of those cubes.
How many did he put? Oh, just one. Okay.
Just one. And he built the old-fashioned around it. It was fantastic.
Well, yeah, because a ton of little ones, it was like crushed ice, basically, right? I mean, he's not filling up the little glass with large cubes. Therefore, it just gets watered down. Too much contact space. It was not good.
I'm sorry.
So that sucked. I mean, I'm already in Fresno, right? And I can't get a good drink. I'm like, fuck that. And then, so what was it? So we ordered room service the night before.
Oh, no.
And said, all right, well, let's order breakfast. It'll come, they said 8 to 8:30. So around like 7:30 or something like that, I got a call at our room, and this lady is saying something like, something along the lines of, our system went down. I'm from the hotel. The system went down overnight this morning, and we need your information again. And I'm like, that sounds weird. Like,
that's not good.
This is a Hilton DoubleTree hotel, right? This isn't some fly by night. Like, you guys should have redundancies. This shouldn't happen. That you're all of a sudden like, who are our guests? Right? So they start asking, like, you know, did you order room service? And I was like, well, yeah. And they didn't ask, or they didn't like try and tell me what it was. That's all they said. And they were very unspecific. And then they started asking for the credit card information. And I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, I don't have it. And I went down to, you know, I just hung up. Go down to the front desk, and they're like, yeah, our system might have gone down. I don't know. But apparently it was like some scam. So, just heads up, like, people, just cause you get a call in your hotel room, don't just give them all the information. But isn't that kind of crazy? Like, that's taking it to the next level, just calling rooms in a hotel. Like, how do they even do that? Like, is that someone in the hotel trying to scam people, maybe?
Or are you saying you were scammed by outside of the hotel while in your hotel?
Or maybe from the inside. The call is coming from inside the hotel.
Wow. Wow. That's
because the front desk wasn't able to corroborate. That's I was trying to mix up my words there. They couldn't corroborate the story. Therefore, it must have been a scam. Somebody else on the cheer team, one of the moms said it was a scam.
What did you learn from all of this, Ray?
Fuck Fresno.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Yep.
Just being in Fresno. And apparently there's a sign out front of that lobby that says Hilton's like number 1 on Forbes top 100 companies to work for or something like that. I was like, bullshit. Fucking, you guys did not make that it's overly pleasant stay.
It's probably awesome to work there because nobody gives a shit. That's an awesome job to have.
Maybe it lets you just go rogue. They're like, do whatever you want.
No, the work is the best when you just don't care and you have nothing to worry about. So it probably is a great place to be. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. You got anything else, pal? I'm sorry you had a bad trip to Fresno. I'm sorry you live in California.
Yeah, it was just one of those. You know, it's fine. The kids had a good time.
Did they win?
So that was good. And I think they took second and third place, which, you know, is pretty good.
No, the first loser. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah.
But the fun part was I got to carry Oliver around. So he's just over 6 months, but carried him around in the baby carrier, like on my chest. Oh. And that guy's a chunky little squish ball. Like he is just soft, baby skin, just squishy.
How much
does
he
weigh?
Just
content as could be. Maybe 15 to 20 pounds. He's not that heavy.
Wow. I know a baby who's a month younger than yours, and that baby weighs 18 or 19 pounds now.
Maybe he is 20 pounds. I don't know.
It's a big baby.
But wow, that's impressive.
Babies are the worst, aren't they? God.
Well, see, this was the good part. He was just content as could be.
Yeah.
Just to sit there, and he napped a little bit, and I just got to like kind of cuddle with him. It was kind of nice. So that was the positive part. When you got squishy little cuddle babies, that's pretty good. When they're crying, keep you awake. Yeah,
I'm glad my adventure with babies ended 10 years ago with my daughter. So there's that.
You're so lucky. Yep.
Oh man. So you mentioned the Eat the Rich t-shirt, Ray, and we were on our way to making it huge. Okay. Bernie Sanders was taking states left and right. and it was going to be great. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, this is not that I was going to vote for Bernie or anything.
We're going to be rich.
Yeah, I think Bernie's fucking crazy, but I mean, you like what you like. I'm probably just offended some of our audience. No, Bernie's great. Bernie has great ideas.
His coattails, right?
Yeah. Maybe he's not my cup of tea, but he has great ideas. I like where he's going there. That's better. But you know, Eat the Rich, hashtag Eat the Rich was trending, Ray. And I don't remember if it was before our last episode or not, but it was within the last week. The guests kind of threw off my flow. Not that the guests were great, but I had a whole bunch of things and I just never got to them because we were too busy talking. But the Eat the Rich was trending, and it was amazing, and I was plugging the hell out of that t-shirt. And my God, we were racking up sales left and right, and all of a sudden it's gone. The DNC is screwing Bernie once again, and they're all rallying behind Grandpa Joe Biden. It's the craziest shit because first of all, I've been told by the liberals for the last several years that, being white and male and old is bad. Well, guess who the nominee is going to be?
Yeah.
But anyway,
because all white old guys are racist,
right? And
sexist, and they're everything bad about America.
Yep.
Literally everything bad about America.
And every single one of them too. There's no in between.
Let's nominate one. Yeah. Let's have him run for president.
I was all excited to run this Eat the Rich bullshit all the way until a fucking convention, up until the election, man. I'm going to sell t-shirts left and right. I was going to buy you a Mercedes. You know, I was going to upgrade my house. It was going to be fucking fantastic. Nope. All
nice.
Gone. All gone. So, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, hashtag Eat the Rich and link the shirt, help a brother out. I don't ask for much. We give you this content every week. Link the shirt. That's all I can say. There also, somebody, defaced, Mike Bloomberg's one of, quote unquote, somebody, it was his own damn people who did it. But one of his offices, Mike Bloomberg's, campaign offices had an Eat the Rich, graffiti on one of the windows. That was great. Several people, no, he was dead, so he wasn't him. But a few people kind of texted me that news article where it said Eat the Rich on it. And I said, like, fuckers, link the shirt. Link the shirt. God damn it. In my discovery of the hashtag Eat the Rich, I found there's a podcast called Eat the Rich. Ray, I need you to get a hold of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm busy booking guests and left and right and getting ready for 100. I need you to get a hold of the Eat the Rich podcast. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Add that to my to-do list.
What else was, Hot Drummer News Babe was using the restroom and noticed, somebody wrote on the wall, the stall, Eat the Rich. And I told her, link the fucking shirt. Just write down Amazon.com/Eat the Rich or whatever, or richdickman.com/merch. What is it? richdickman.com/merchandise, or is it merch? I think it's merchandise.
Merchandise.
Yeah, but click the merch tab. All right. All right. Anyway. All right. That's enough of the shirt.
It's such a good shirt, though.
It's a great shirt. You can see it if you check out our YouTube video on our Rich Dickman's YouTube page. Subscribe, and you can watch our Impossible Whopper Challenge. And producer Ryan is wearing his Eat the Rich shirt. By the way, producer Ryan is currently in Europe, as I told you last week, and I don't know if he's going to be able to come back. He might be stuck there. He might be in quarantine on Ellis Island. I don't know. We're going to find out whenever the day is. I think it's Monday. All right. So we got a couple things here. Our buddy Isaac, our old Isaac Jackson, he's been on a couple of our episodes. He's starting a podcast pretty soon. I edited his first episode, so be on the lookout for that. Crippled Jesus is in our chat room tonight. Hey, CJ, what's going on, buddy? And they solve racism. That's what I like about Isaac, man. He's out there. He's solving racism, and I couldn't be happier for him. So check out his new show. Ray. God damn it.
Finger guns, Crippled Jesus. What's up, dude? No, that's cool that they did. Do you know when it releases?
I don't know
that information
because I told Isaac, because I'm a good dude and I like to pay things forward, right? And I said, Isaac, and I know he's wanted to do a podcast for a while, and they tried to do the Big Deck Energy with Tanks, who we had on a couple weeks ago as well, and that never panned out, right? So I told Isaac, man, just sit down and record something, whether it's just you talking to a wall or you have a couple people and if you don't know what you're doing, just record a file, send it to me, I'll edit it for you, because editing's easy. I like editing. And Crippled Jesus in chat room says, ending racism one N-word at a time. So So there you go. That's what you have to look forward to in Isaac's show. But I told Isaac, I said, I'll edit for you. All you got to do is, you got to find a hosting site and put it up there. And I'm sure there's other people can help you with that. I'm not that great in the technical side. Had to producer Ryan set most of that up for me. But I edit my own show, except when Ray does it, like last week. Thank you, buddy. So I'm happy to help people create. And that's what I'm doing, man. That's what I'm doing. So good luck to Isaac and his new show. And we'll see how that goes. I'll probably
it should be out soon, right?
Hopefully.
Well, considering you've already edited it,
yeah,
it shouldn't take that long to release it. I would imagine, and I'm sure that I can probably listen to. If you've edited it, I'm sure I could get my hands on a copy, right? But I was kind of curious if they haven't provided that information. Then
did you happen to listen? Peeled. Did you happen to listen to Randy and Isaac Watch Wrestling that I sent you?
No, not yet. But that is another good one that I got some driving to do tomorrow. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. Yeah.
That might end up on our Patreon. So we'll see. I have to get permission from both of them to do it. Yeah. And Randy's in chat. He says he doesn't remember doing it. I said, no, that's right, Randy. You do not.
So when he listens to it on the Patreon, he'll be like, wow, this is new.
Wow.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is good content.
This is, wow.
Like, look at me go.
Mushrooms are amazing. Speaking of content, I talked last week about my son, getting me to start a YouTube channel for him, and we edited his first video. And, just over the last 2 days, we created another video. And my son's videos are blowing away my videos, which is kind of making me kind of mental. Like, on one hand, I'm really proud of the guy, my kid. And, I have a big hand in doing it because I'm the one editing it and doing all the work behind it. And he's just on camera being talent. And on the other hand, I'm like, God damn it. I put a lot of work into my projects, and Cody put a lot of time into editing them, and Jesus Christ. And I realized, Ray, there's something I'm missing. And it's 3 letters.
Yeah.
SEO. So, while his video is exporting this evening, and I publish it on his YouTube page, and I will not put that out in this podcast. No way. But I sent you the video, Ray, it's in your text messages. But I looked up SEO, and I was like, oh God, there's a whole thing I'm missing here. Attracting an audience who's just maybe searching through things, right? So I changed the titles of the Rich Stickman Presents episodes.
Okay, yeah.
And I changed the keywords, the tags on them. So fingers crossed, hopefully those get out there a little bit more. But
wait, what are SEOs?
That's a search engine optimization, right? So instead of Rich Stickman Presents the impossibility of a whopping coincidence, which nobody knows what the fuck that is, I changed the title to Burger King Impossible Whopper - Rich Stickman Presents.
Yeah.
There you go. That's easy enough. So we'll see. My son's latest video is a Lego video that he put together, and we did a lot of time lapse stuff. And what's fun about this, Ray, is that I'm learning how to edit video. And, first by watching a YouTube video, to learn how to make YouTube videos. And then just playing with the program some more. And it's like you said when I was texting you earlier, it's like editing a podcast. Once you do it a few times, it gets easier. Just the very technical little bits of it, you got to do some practice, some research on, right? But I don't know. It's kind of fun. Yeah. It's kind of, I'm thinking of different projects to do with the boy. Like Wendy's just released breakfast. I'm like, hey man, this weekend, let's go to Wendy's and eat their breakfast and let's record it. Because Wendy's is a good Twitter, right? Maybe they'll like that. I don't know, Ray.
They do have a good Twitter. They have good social media.
But it's fun. It's fun to do stuff like that. All right. So, God damn. Real life.
Now, do you think your son's success is just SEOs, or do you think it's the editing behind behind the scenes?
It's definitely the really slick editing with the digitized fade ins and fade outs that any basic video editor would use.
Yeah. Or my favorite is on YouTube when people, there's a bunch of guys that do it that are famous too. Well, famous as in like very popular on YouTube, but they'll just be talking, say for, 15 minutes straight. And all they do is those hard cuts, right? It's just them sitting there talking, but they like edit it. And there's times they have like 3-word, 2-word cuts where all they say in one cut is something like, and then, or whatever, cause it's like, they're just hacking the shit out of that thing.
Yeah.
But they kind of sit in the same spot. So it's, I mean, if you're watching it and you're looking at it, you're like, wow, they spliced that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, a few hundred times.
It's like that Randy
apparently,
voicemail from a few weeks ago.
Normal.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. YouTubers love the hard cuts, and I was doing that too. Like I was telling my son what to say. I'm like, hey, now you say like, share, and subscribe. So I would cut me talking out, and it would just go from him saying, hey, thanks for watching the video, like, share, and subscribe. And so you get those cut, boom, boom, boom. It's
mm-hmm.
it's
easy. But to me, it's really weird when they have one sentence and like 6 cuts, and I'm like, you couldn't have said the one sentence, one fucking like you couldn't have. Well,
I'll tell you what that is.
You couldn't have done it in another take.
I'll tell you what that's all about is that these people are not comfortable in their own skin saying things. So they've done that line 17 times to get it perfectly. And just taking the best words they say. You know, it's not like professionals like myself, right? Where I can just get on here and I'll just go and I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
First time.
That's right. One take. Yeah. One take rem. That's what the ladies call me.
This whole podcast is one take. Suck on that, YouTube bitches.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we do 90 minutes of straight improv content, right? We don't have any notes.
Yeah.
We don't have any prep. We just go. Oh,
we just wing it.
Just wing it, man. Like, I don't know how we're going to get to 90 minutes this week, but we'll figure it out. Something's going to make me angry. Yeah. Real life last week was a bitch. Real busy, you know, wife got a bout of vertigo and that wasn't fun. I had to take my wife to the doctor's, last Monday. Last month I had to miss wrestling to take my wife to the doctor. It was fucking crazy, man. I had to like goddamn, really? You gotta go 8:45 at night. That's when your appointment is. Are you fucking serious? Don't you know I gotta see what's going on with Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, and Kevin Owens? Like,
wait, it was an appointment?
Yeah.
I can't get over that. An appointment
Ray,
at that time.
Outside of the shithole you live in California, like we have late night clinics here in Connecticut to help people who may be ill and don't want to go to the emergency room, and through Pro Health Physicians, and you can make an appointment and they're open till 9:00. So
do you have urgent care?
We have urgent care too.
Entity?
Yeah. We have
okay.
late night appointments. We have urgent care and we have the emergency room. So kiss my ass and your shitty medical care and your socialist
utopia. That you make an appointment that way. It's kind of nice to actually, like on the one hand, I want to say that's nice. On the other hand, it's
my
like,
story here, bro, because this is a funny story.
Appointments during the day. All right. Sorry. Go ahead. So you missed wrestling. All right.
I missed wrestling. All right. So I take my wife to the doctor and and the vertigo is like fucking with her. She can't see straight. Like the whole room's spinning. Her eyes are, it's a mess. She's a mess. I feel terrible for her. Right. So I get her into the doctor's office and she sits down. She's like, Rem, I can't, I need to lay down somewhere. And she's already thrown up 3 times already because she's so dizzy.
Oh, geez.
So I go over to the front desk. I'm like, and we got there an hour early because she was so bad. Okay. So our appointment was 8:45. We were there at 7:45, just hoping to get in early, by chance. So I walk over to the front desk. Yeah. I'm like, hey, is there any chance that we can get like a room that she can lay down in because she's not doing well? And they're like, oh, well, I can go check. I'm like, yeah, could you please? And so I go sit next to my wife and, the lady comes back. She says, well, they don't want to give her a bed because she has vertigo. She might fall off the bed. I'm like, ma'am, I will stand right next to her and hold her in place. She needs to lay down because she's about to throw up in your trash can. So the lady goes back. And while she's back there talking to the doctors or whatever, the nurses, whoever the fuck is back there, what happens, Ray? Your wife says to me, give me that trash can. And then boom, blah, right in the doctor's office, just thrown up in the trash can. I help her walk into the bathroom and she's thrown up some more in their sink. And luckily, she wasn't able to eat. So it's all liquid, but I mean, god damn. So finally the nurse came back and okay, we have a room for you. And so she was able to lay down. But Jesus, I mean.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, okay. If there's one place that you want to fall off the bed, it's in the doctor's office. You know, like,
yeah, like, come on.
Not an hour from the doctor's office. Like, come on, guys.
Do I look like such an asshole? I'm just going to leave my wife there just to fall off a bed? Are you fucking kidding me? Come on.
Well, I know, right? And not only that, but don't they most of the beds in hospitals and places like that have some sort of little flippy side, rail to help people from falling.
When you go to the doctor's office, you have the exam table. That's what this was.
That one. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a hospital. It's a doctor's
office.
But still, yeah, it's like, look at her. All you have to do is like look at my wife and you can tell there's something seriously wrong. So anyways, a week later.
You know what's the worst part about doctors?
They're assholes.
They think they fucking know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my first 2 kids, we were in the hospital a combined 90 minutes before they were each born. The first one, 30 minutes. The second one, 60 minutes. So we go into the hospital for the third kid, right? And I tell them this. Hey, the last couple times we were here, the baby came really fucking fast. Mm-hmm. So don't go far. Sure enough, they walk away after, half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it was. And my wife's, I've been here, done that. I look at her face and she's like, ooh. And I go, okay, I'm going to walk out in the hall. I'm going to go at the people. And so I go in the hall. I tell them like, hey, you guys need to come over here. The baby's coming right now. And they go, okay. And nonchalantly walk over. And I'm like, these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, do you not take any advice from the people that are either been there, done that, like with these, like I know, my wife knows.
Ray.
And I know that doctors know some stuff too, but like, don't they trust anything the patients say?
You need to understand when you're at the hospital, when you're in a doctor's office,
pricks,
you don't know shit. That's it. You just let the doctor.
Yeah. I'm in their realm.
Yeah. All right. That's enough of that. Let's start getting you paid, homie. All right? You son of a bitch.
Oh, nice.
God, this is the voicemail bumper. This is the bumper on your left. And this is the bumper on your right. This is a badass guitar riff. And finally, here's your voicemails. Sorry, that guitar was too cool not to play twice.
Randy here. And I wanted to call in and pimp the Patreon a little bit. And I want to start by telling a story about my favorite episode of South Park. It's the one where the kids are getting kidnapped in the town, so the parents go to the Chinese restaurant to ask the owner to build a wall around the town. And he starts to build it, and as he does, these Mongolians show up to tear down the wall. And it's hilarious because he yells, "You goddamn Mongolians, don't tear down my CD wall." And it made me laugh. But the reason it's my favorite is because I rented that and listened to Matt and Trey's commentary. They told a story about being in China on the Great Wall and actually yelling at Mongolians, "You goddamn Mongolians, don't tear down my CD wall." And that's where they came up with it. And that is why it's my favorite. Well, this week's bonus episode is like that for Liquor Fueled. And it's South Park good. Like, Jewel gets doxxed by this homeless guy, old Jaggers, the drunk hobo that wandered in. It's hilarious. Rim lets Jen Morton talk way too much. It's a shitstorm. Sid gets pissed off about the sangria or something. Jewel educates everybody on Colorado weed law and culture. It's really amazing. He goes into great detail. And always say yes to new improv about the Avengers. It's amazing. So what I'm saying is, guys and gals, it's time to hashtag pay the man. Join the Patreon to get in on this and have your South Park moment. And if you do, you can follow along next week on Twitch by going to bit.do/TRDS3. bit.do/TRDS3.
What?
Check it out, or you might regret it.
Oh, you son of a... Randy, God damn it, Randy. I know what you did. All right, here's a little preview of what he's talking about.
I should probably hire.
Okay, please remove your lips from Captain Steve's cock. We've got important shit going on here, Black Widow.
My mom's in the chat room.
That's fine.
Guys, we need to get our shit together. We need to save stupid baseball.
That's right. And I don't think it's stupid, Captain America, but okay.
I would hate baseball. I would imagine that Captain loves baseball, considering that, like...
He raises his arms and flexes too. It's amazing.
Last time that team sucks.
Last time Captain America was relevant.
It's horse shit.
Jesus Christ. Hope needs to chill out over that. Anyway, last time, Captain America was relevant and actually had a clue what was going on in the world was just before World War II. And baseball was big back then, right?
Are you role-playing right now?
Yeah.
Are you? Okay. Listen. All right, man. Okay, I want to hear from Thor. All right, because we're going to ride the lightning to the World Series and save it fairly.
Yeah. How are we going to ride the lightning?
Just grab onto his leg. He
Just
flies.
Get Thor some beer. He'll be fine.
So that's our, we did the liquor fueled Michelada Mangria Part 1 pop-up audio. You can check that on Patreon, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. Thank you, Randy. Do appreciate that. Ray, did you have fun listening to that again?
Yes, that was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to the second half too. It's just re-listening to that is really fun. And then doing it with you, because that's, I don't know, it's just a unique experience to do that. Having listened to those, I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me if I've listened to some of those over a dozen times just because they were that funny.
Yeah.
But then getting to do it with you and chat about it, it's taking it to another level. It's really unique.
That's really sweet of you to say. Thank you, Belle. But that was part of our Avengers role play, and you could hear, and Huel was the Incredible Hulk. All right, let's move on. God, let's shit. Randy, it's hashtag pay the man. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's time for the Thinking of Your Dickman segment.
It's
Send in your questions.
We'll
give you some advice. For example, I was told that recording in a public restroom helps with sound quality, so here I am.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Yeah, what are you doing in here?
Maybe we'll be able to give you better advice than what that homeless guy gave me.
All right. Ray, do you want to read our letter here?
Yeah, this one's from Jacoby, who writes in and says, "Gentlemen, I'm in need of advice. I'm scheduled to travel soon, and normally it wouldn't be a problem. However, apparently we are all going to die from, how do you actually say that? COVID-19? Coronavirus, right?
Look, I'm going to start coughing.
Any advice? Should I fuck off from work and not travel? Should I wear a mask? What is Rich Dickman telling his employees during these scary times? Thanks."
All right. So this is actually oddly similar to something I'm going through, Jacoby. Thanks for writing in. I am scheduled to travel myself in about a week and a couple days. And like you, I am scared to death. So what is Rich Dickman? Let's start here. We'll one of these at a time. What is Rich Dickman telling our employees? Well, his employees. Ray, you were on the telecom this afternoon, correct? With us?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we, Rich Dickman got on the phone and he gave us a little pep talk and letting us know that, non-essential travel is going to be, he's not approving any of it, and that we should do what we need to do to stay safe in our own home. And he kind of does not want us going out to places. Unfortunately, Ray is stuck there. He doesn't want us going to the West Coast and staying out of big cities like New York City and, even Boston. And I'm kind of in between the two of them, right? So here we are. But Rich Dickman is trying to be reassuring and letting us know that he's on top of the situation. He's monitoring it, and to his worldwide network, he's got tabs on him. And thankfully, nobody in the organization has contracted anything or shown any symptoms yet. But we are monitoring, and he does have a great healthcare plan. But we are not a part of that, Ray, because we're just we're contract employees. We're not actual employees. We're like professional wrestlers, Ray. We're just contracted to work for him. And, we got, I don't know where your negotiations are, buddy, but so far I only have this one plus 98, 99, 100. So we'll see.
Same.
All right. Now, Jacoby, where are you traveling to, man? Like, are you going through an international airport or are you just doing like regional stuff? Because if it's an international airport you're going through, man, if you can get out of it, you probably should. Unless like you're under 50. And then you got a good you're going to be doing all right. You might get a little sick. You might have a little trouble breathing for a week or two, but you'll be okay. Now, I don't know how old you are, buddy. Your name is Jacoby, so you're probably under 50. But if you're over 50, especially if you're over 80, don't you dare. Don't you dare leave your house because you will die. This will kill you. If you're over 80, it will murder you dead. You will catch COVID-19, the coronavirus, and you will die. This is the craziest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. We've seen this, Ray, in video games and in movies and in all sorts. You ever play Plague Inc? You ever play the game Plague Inc?
I never played it, no.
No, I did. I played Plague Inc. I may have said this a couple weeks ago.
You did.
But if you start your plague in China, guess what? You will win. You'll win because China affects every fucking thing. Okay. What should you do, Jacoby? Well, you should wash your hands every other minute of the day. You should not wear a mask because that's not going to help you if you're not sick, but wear a mask if you are sick. Do not touch anybody. Do not hug anybody. Do not speak closely to anybody. If somebody is looking like they're about to sneeze, run for the dickens, man, because if they're sneeze, you're dead. If you're going to be on a plane next to somebody who's not looking well, oh my God, I feel so bad for you. If you're wearing like a hooded sweatshirt or something, pull that hood over your face. cover everything you possibly can and soak yourself in antiseptic gel, Pre-Url. Also, good luck, good luck finding alcohol gel. Good luck finding disinfectant wipes. Good luck finding masks. If you go on Amazon right now, the price of those N95 masks, for a 6-pack, if there even is one available, is like $185. Purell, it's way up there as well. At work, we were looking to buy some supplies and the prices have skyrocketed. So what I'm saying, what I'm saying, Jacoby, is if you can avoid it, if you can get out of doing whatever you had to do for work, you probably should try. I mean, email your boss and say, hey, do we have to do this month or can we do it another month when this gets under control? Ray, you got any advice?
So touching on a couple things, didn't want to interrupt you, but, Jacoby, yes, definitely the age has to be under 50. And the reason being that I believe it's, at least some sort of national law, if not universal law, that you can't go by Jacoby after 50. You just have to, Jacob. Yeah. You go to Jacob.
Yeah.
You can't have the Y on the end there. It drops off. It's official, identification cards and everything like that. It's official. So I think he's in the good as far as general travel. On the other hand, I mean, I'm totally with you. Steer clear of the high population areas or close proximity to, massive amounts of people, such as airports, things like that, or, God forbid your company's really shitty and they're sending you on a bus. That would still be horrible as well. Same kind of concept. Steer clear of that stuff. On the other hand, if you, wear a mask and stuff like that, yeah, you might, it might help you, but, maybe, lots of alcohol. That's supposed to kill germs, right? Just drink a lot.
Drink a lot.
Maybe,
yeah, that would help.
If you do get,
have a shitty old fashioned like Ray
science.
did. Yeah. Also,
or
Jacoby,
if even a good one. Yeah.
Good one or bad. It doesn't matter. Just drink some, whatever liquor you get. Get that that Bukov vodka, that cheap vodka you get for $6. You get like 32 ounces for $6. All right. Also, Jacoby, I hope you're not a smoker. Popov. Yeah. Cause if you're a smoker,
I got a story about Popov.
It doesn't matter how old you are. If you're a smoker, you're going to die. You are going to die. Look at the places that are being hardest hit right now. China, heavy smoking population. Iran, all right, 12.5% of the population smokes. And Iran's getting decimated by this right now. And Italy, the goddamn Italians can't stop smoking.
Yeah, they smoke a lot.
They fucking love smoking, right? So if you're a smoker, if you already have a respiratory issue, you're going to die when you get this, man. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. That's what the 10th Doctor used to say in Doctor Who. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When somebody was going to die, he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, come on, Doctor Who, you're supposed to save my life, not say I'm sorry that I'm going to die, but whatever. Yeah. Ray, if this coronavirus gets all our manufacturing back here in the United States of America, I will consider that a win. Also, if it declines the smoking population by any significant amount, I will consider that a win as well. However, I also believe you should be allowed to smoke if you want to. I would prefer you not do it around me because it's gross. Not that the smoke is gross, is that you're gross. Your breath stinks. I have a guy who works for me. He smokes constantly. And I can't even talk to him up close because his breath is it's just gross all the freaking time between coffee and cigarettes. It's like, come on, dude. Like, you talk about like banging chicks and stuff, but how? I don't understand how you do it with your nasty ass breath and your yellow fingers. I have another guy who works for me who smokes. He wears a latex glove while he's smoking so he doesn't stain his fingers. Also, so his wife can't yell at him for smoking because she won't smell it on his fingers.
Does he wear a Did you hear about the people putting condoms on their fingers so that when they like touch elevator buttons, they don't get coronavirus and stuff like that?
Are you talking about condoms or like finger condoms?
Yeah.
Like actual condoms?
Well, they were putting actual condoms, but on their fingers. So they it's so fucking stupid.
I'm not against that. I'm not against it.
I mean, I guess it's better to look like an idiot and not contract a virus than it is to be like, I'm too prideful and still die from it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, right. Like I'd rather look like an idiot and live. On the other hand, you could, there's like you're saying, latex gloves. There's better solutions than condoms, you fucking morons.
Like I have to go to the airport next Monday, the 16th, I'm flying out. And I'm flying from Hartford down to Atlanta and then over to Oklahoma. Atlanta is a big international airport. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I have an hour and 20-minute flight down to Atlanta. I have 53 minutes to catch my flight in Atlanta, and then another hour and 20 minutes over to Oklahoma or whatever it is. So, I mean, the amount of time I'm spending, in the air and recycled air and in the airport isn't that much. But like, I can't get any alcohol gel, Ray, because it's all gone, and I can't get any masks. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll put a plastic bag over my head and just fucking suffocate myself because God damn it.
Hey, you want to know the best part about the Atlanta airport? It's in international waters. Call back. That was a bad one. No, I don't know what to do with that. I mean, you're going to be traveling long enough definitely to catch coronavirus. Like you'll be right in that sweet spot of traveling long enough that you can't avoid it just based on, it's not a short trip. So what do you do? Do you like quarantine yourself once you arrive at your destination?
I don't know, Ray, because I'm going to be at a destination where other people are flying in. Like I might not catch it at the airport, but I may just catch it from some other asshole who flew in from another part of the country. Who knows? Yeah. Who knows, right? Well, as I said last week, producer Ryan's out in Europe. He's back, I think Monday. My in-laws are on a cruise. They're coming back tomorrow night, I believe, right? And I'm saying to my wife, I'm like, hey, have you talked to your parents? Like, what's going on with them? Are they going to be quarantined when they get off the boat, or like, what's up? Because they're in the Caribbean, but you don't know who got on that boat to begin with, right? I might just get coronavirus this weekend. Who fucking knows?
Interesting. Well, how long is the cruise? Like if it's like
2 weeks,
a week?
2 weeks.
Symptoms should be showing by then, right? Well, I guess if they have like excursions where they stop, like one of their last excursions, if people grab it then, oh man.
I might just ask if I can drive 1,000 miles to Oklahoma and drive out myself, which would actually be pretty good. I could use a car and I can go exploring a lot more than getting an Uber or waiting for Randy to drive me around, or you for the 6 hours you come out, if you do come out.
Yeah, I might be quarantined. California will be on lockdown. Like that reminds me. So in the teleconference earlier with Mr. Dickman, I felt a little bit slighted. I will say this, that I felt singled out and slighted. That basically he's like, well, you're in California, you got to stay there. Like you pretty much, I'm a lost cause at this point. I didn't really appreciate that. On the other hand, I mean, we're in these heavy negotiations. I mean, it's real fisticuffs when we're getting these things. So I didn't want to, turn the tide against my favor at the same time. So I kind of kept my mouth shut. But and what am I going to do? Go infect all you guys out of spite? Come on.
So listen, Ray, two things here is that you have to understand you're a contract employee, so you're not entitled to full benefits that the regular employees get. Also, you're already lost, bro. Like, you're already lost.
Yeah.
There's no point in saving you because you got it. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to break. I'm so sorry, Ray. I'm so sorry.
I feel like I have it. What if I get out now? What if I get out now? I might be able to get out before it actually gets me.
So, you're asymptomatic.
But see, that's the thing. I don't feel like I have it. So I feel like I'm getting guilty by association. That's messed up.
No, it's life, man. In these trying times
it's
of
life.
Pandemics and horrible disease outbreaks, it's the way it is, right? It's like that episode of The Walking Dead when Shane went to the school with that fat guy, and Shane needed to get all the stuff back to the people, but the fat guy wasn't going to make it, or the zombies were swarming them. So what did Shane do? Shane shot the fat guy in the leg and sacrificed the fat guy to the zombie so he could get away. And then he came back with an awesome story like, oh man, he tried so hard and then he got killed, but he saved my life doing it. He was a hero. Yeah. Shane is probably the best character on The Walking Dead. Also, he's the best character in The Punisher.
Are you saying that I'm a fat hero?
I am saying. That's what I'm saying. You are a fat hero.
I'm okay
Ladies
with
and
that.
gentlemen,
I'm okay with that.
It is now time to introduce this
already.
week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here's our first nominee.
1.5 drinks at the bar.
That's like half of a face mask these days. Normally, I'd be playing
half of a shitty old fashioned
one after the other, but I cannot find my mouse. Okay, here we go.
Hey y'all, it's Mars, and it's good to be back from my battle with the coronavirus. I think I've kicked its ass.
She survived. She survived coronavirus, just like I thought I did 2 weeks,
Yay.
2 weeks ago.
Woohoo.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
She's too strong.
Time will
Coronavirus
tell,
can't get her.
Everybody on Earth seems to be contracting it. So this is kind of a morbid story with following that sort of revelation, but I have a story out of LA from last week that the person is Dick of the Week for a couple reasons. We'll explain why as we go along. Pardon me. So out of LA, on last Thursday, a thief stole a hearse with the body still in it and then went on a wild ride, ending with a chase and a crash on a busy freeway. And maybe Ray can sort of discuss how busy this freeway actually is. Authorities say they found the body undisturbed inside a casket Thursday morning, last Thursday that is, and took James Juarez into custody after the crash, which closed to the I-10 during the morning commute. The crime began Wednesday night when the suspected thief stole a black Lincoln Navigator hearse from outside St. Anthony Greek Orthodox Church in East Pasadena.
That's so
The
LA.
LA Sheriff's Department pleaded with the thief, whose identity wasn't known at that point, on social media to please return the body in a post that was widely shared online. They tweeted, "Out of all the bad decisions you have made, at least make one good one and bring back the deceased person and casket inside the Navigator." They tweeted.
I love it.
Sorry, it's not funny, but things you never really have to like tell people to do out loud. So Juarez was booked on suspicion of grand theft auto, according to police. And local media reported that what happened was the mortuary driver had two bodies in his hearse, and he was bringing one inside the church. And while he was doing that, this guy stole the freaking SUV. Why would you ever steal a hearse? I'd be so paranoid about there being a body back there. I don't know. Anyway, so on Thursday, after it's stolen, a witness reported seeing it and started following it. And then LA police pursued the hearse on local streets and onto the freeway until it crashed around 7:45 a.m. And at least one officer was involved in the crash. No one was seriously injured, and I guess that goes double for the body inside. So the Dick of the Week, causing traffic, stealing a dead body inadvertently, stealing a hearse, and yeah, I mean, I think it's an open and shut case, really. So stick that in your pipes and smoke it, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Wow. Wowzers.
That's crazy. That is ridiculous. Who does that?
What goes through your mind? Like, what's going through your head that you like, I'm going to steal that hearse. I don't care that there's a body in there. If there is, even better. Maybe I can sell the body. Like what's going on in that person's head? Man, so many questions. I would, God damn.
I would imagine that if it's a Lincoln Navigator, it's probably a stretch Navigator, as in a hearse. You know, they got a little extra space in the back. Now, a Navigator is a pretty large vehicle. There's probably room for the casket or the coffin and stuff like that back there, but they probably made it a little bit. So I guarantee the person's thinking like they're stealing some sweet ride because it doesn't look like a hearse, right? So maybe they thought they were getting a sweet ride, not necessarily something with a dead body in the back. But still, they're
Ray,
a moron.
Ray, let me ask you. Let's say you're out one night, you with your boys, you have a couple drinks, and you see a pretty sweet Lincoln Navigator, and you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, this is California. They don't do anything to criminals. I just saw a video on Twitter the other day, people just stealing shit from inside a convenience store, and the police don't arrest anybody anymore, so they just stole it and left. So you said in your head, you're like, man, I'm gonna take that motherfucker for a joyride. And you hop in your Lincoln Navigator and you go for the ride of your life, man. You're just cruising around town because you've never driven something with such luxury before, just like Matthew McConaughey. And then you pull into the, the driveway at your house and, you go upstairs, you're already all drunk, you hop in your bed, you have sex with your wife, it's really good. You have a good time. Maybe you do it a second time later. I don't know. You wake up, you have breakfast, you make some bacon, make some eggs for the kids. You're having a good time with your kids. Everything's nice. And you realize, oh shit, I stole a Lincoln Navigator last night. Now what do I do? So you go look at the Lincoln Navigator and you notice he had a little bit of body damage. He cracked a mirror. One of the tail lights is missing, but that's all right. Not a big deal. Maybe you were speeding. Maybe you're, just driving a little irresponsibly. And you open up the trunk to get a spare tire or whatever you got to do, right? And all of a sudden you see a fucking casket. You see a casket in the back of the Lincoln Navigator that you just stole. Ray, what do you do? Like, what are you thinking at that time?
Oh my God. Right? Like, do you think, where did I get this from? Can I return it? Will anyone notice if I drive it and just repark it wherever I found it? But I would imagine that after a couple drinks, I would have said, I don't remember where I got this from. I was too tipsy. So maybe you go dump it somewhere, like in the middle of a field or a ditch or something. Like, what do you even do?
You can't just dump a casket. You can't dump a casket in the middle of, you can dump a body, but not a casket. So like, if you don't have the key for the casket, you can't open the casket. There's a whole lot going on, man. There's a whole lot going on there.
Just drive to the nearest graveyard and you're like, hey, delivery.
Yeah.
Like you guys are ready for this body? Like, is this the right place?
You go to the local cemetery, you look for a hole, and you just dump it in there. And then they show up later for the funeral. Like, what the hell? There's something already in here. This is for Agnes Robertson. Who the hell is this?
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You just go, you literally drive around, wait till the weekend. So usually I'd be out drinking on Friday night or something, right? So then this is Saturday morning, I wake up, right? I'm like, oh shit, what happened? What the fuck? There's a hearse out front and I have the keys in my pocket. What the hell? And just go, okay, how do I get rid of it? Okay.
Yeah, then hold on. Then your wife is like,
yeah.
Ray, oh my God, it's my birthday. You bought me a Lincoln Navigator. I've always wanted one. Then she takes the keys from your pocket. Then she hops in the driver's side.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Then what?
No.
How do you explain that?
That's why I don't know. My plan was to, maybe tell her I got to go get it detailed. Like, get out, lady. I got to go get it detailed.
Get out.
See those little body damage?
Hot ass. I got more work to do on this shit for you. Get back in bed, baby. I'll be back soon. Yeah.
Cause my plan would have been to do kind of that. You drive to the nearest cemetery but not the nearest one. That's the first one you go to, right? No, the first one. But because it's a Saturday, typically I shouldn't say typically, but right, more often than not, they try and have the funerals on the weekends. So you go and you drive around until you find one where there's actually people there. Yeah. And then you just show up and you're like, you guys ready for, what are they going to do? Open it up and check and verify that it's the right person? They don't know who it is. Yeah. So you're just like, here it is. And they might, okay. If you've ever been to a funeral, right? Have you ever been in the church or whatever it is at the funeral home and looked at the casket? And then when you got to the cemetery, did you ever verify that it was the same one? No, you don't remember. No. Not unless it was some really expensive one. Yeah. And even then you don't remember. So you're just like, hey guys, I'm here. Maybe put on a suit or something like that before you get in the hearse that morning. And then you show them, you're like, here's the body. And then hopefully when the other people show up in the hearse, actually shit, they would have already been there. Yeah, fuck, this plan doesn't work, huh?
Hey, chat room. Do you remember
It's their evil twin.
Chat room, do you remember when the big boss man stole the Big Show's father's casket? Give me a hell yeah. All right. We got another one here from Svensson. Svenson's got two, and he says to play one this week and one next week. And that's just like to save him the work. And I don't know, Ray. Let's see what you want to do and what time we have after this. But all right, here's
we'll see how good they are.
Yeah, let's see. Here we go.
Hello, Rich Stickman Show. Ray, you guys have been doing a wonderful job lately.
Thanks, buddy.
This is Svensson here.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm calling in a nomination
thanks.
of the week. This week, we have Tawana. Tawana is a lady that I work with. And
hold on. Wait. So this file is titled, Tijuana. Tiajuana. So I'm thinking he went to Tijuana or some shit, right? Nope, it's about Tawana.
I've been there.
We'll talk about that some other time. All right, here we go.
Basically,
maybe I still have been there.
A lead. Now, in my workplace, a lead is basically more or less a title and a lot less of a boss. For example, a lead can, direct people, but a lead cannot write you up. A lead cannot hire you, cannot fire you, cannot give you points. Now, a lead can suggest to a supervisor that you be written up, provided they have enough evidence or a good enough reason to do so. Anyway, this is the reason she's being nominated for Dick of the Week. On Monday, the main supervisor said that we could go home during lunch, just do a 4-hour day, a half a day, and that would be good. Well, when lunch came around, Tawana, she decides that she's going to take and go to the other supervisors and say that she needs help and that we have to stay to help her out. This was an absolute total lie. We were forced to stay And all we did was sat and talk for 4 hours afterward because she truly didn't need the help. So this is the reason that she's being nominated for Dick of the Week. Rem, Ray, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care.
All right, 3 things. Number 1.
Oh, my God.
Number 1, Svensson, love you, buddy. Thank you. Number 2, Svensson, we're doing 2 episodes next week, Thursday and Friday. So get your ass free Thursday night and Friday night, and you can be on the show. All right? I'm dying to make that happen. Yeah. And number 3, what happened here, Ray? Did Svensson get paid to sit and talk with his friends? Or did he miss lunch? Like, did he miss
4
lunch?
hours.
I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I'm slightly confused at what he's fully upset about, because I would imagine that okay. If I got paid to sit and stare at the wall, I'd quit eventually. But 4 hours, I could deal with that here and there. Getting paid for 4 hours
for chilling
to sit and
with
chat
your
with
boys,
people?
yeah.
At your full rate? I mean, that's basically what we do.
That sounds awesome.
I mean, this, like, what would I skip this? You know what I mean? We
probably
make a lot of money doing this.
Probably got paid a little bit of overtime for that too, I bet. All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, Svensson. Well, all right, we got Tawana for Dick of the Week for keeping Svensson so he could stay and so he can sit and talk with his friends.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's this. She's one of those people that is now I don't like this. She's overstepping her bounds. She does not have the authority to do certain things, and she is going to push every boundary to be able to hopefully increase her power, if you will. Mm-hmm. So I hate people like that they just try and do power plays, right? Like all they got to do is like try and swing their dick around type of thing. When it's like, you don't, why? Like, what's the point, right? All they want to do is prove they're in charge. I hate people like that. So I could get behind that as being a dick.
Okay. All right. But
that's about it.
Very good. Okay. Our next story. Ray. A man is in hot water after being caught kissing at a game. I hope you never have to be in my position. From Justin Chan, Yahoo Lifestyle. A man who was caught kissing a woman while attending a soccer game in Ecuador is now in hot water, Metro reports. Last Saturday, CBS reporter Roger Gonzalez shared a clip in which the man, identified as Davy Andrade, was at a match between Barcelona Soccer Club and Delfín. Andrade is seen with his arm around a woman and kissing her before realizing that the moment was caught on a kiss cam. He immediately pulls his arm away from her and stares straight ahead with a grim expression on his face. When you kiss your side chick and realize your marriage is over because you're on camera, Gonzalez jokingly captioned the clip on Twitter. Yeah. The footage immediately went viral. As of Thursday afternoon, has received nearly 27 million views and over 342,000 likes. Won't get noticed in this crowd, one person joked in response. Another wrote, I saw this live last night. Dude's done and everybody's been roasting him, even the commentators during the game. According to Metro, it turns out that Andrade did, in fact, cheat on his partner. The man reportedly took to Facebook and Instagram to later defend himself. If it was a woman was in my place, what would you do? He oddly asked in Spanish, according to the publication's translation of the post. Various videos have been circulating of unfaithful women, but they haven't been made fun of as much as me. I hope you never have to be in my position, he continued. Andrade then went on to tell social media users that he planned to defend his honor and pride as a man until the end. We all fail and we all repent. Thank you to those who have invited me to church, and if I go, it is so I can heal my family, he posted. No one is going to be able to damage my image. God is big and strong, and these women who are criticizing me, I know too they have cheated, but they still comment, he added. It's translated from his Spanish. The Metro notes that Andrade also admitted that the viral footage had, in fact, ruined his relationship. You've already destroyed my relationship. What more do you want? He asked. You don't know the psychological damage you have caused with your hatred directed at me. The man wrote, everyone fails, and we can forgive from our hearts. God, give me strength. Neither the woman in the footage nor Andrade's ex-partner has been identified. Okay, here's why this guy's the dick of the week. Not because he was with his side chick at a game. Everybody does that. Ray, you've done that thousands of times, I'm sure.
So all the time.
It's because he immediately went to being the victim, like a little bitch. Instead of being like, yeah, I did it. So what? He's like, oh, why are you guys hurting me? You can't hurt me anymore. God give me strength. Like he's crying like a little baby. and he's making himself look like an even bigger pussy. Fuck this guy. Fuck Davey Andrade. You idiot, stupid piece of shit. That's not how you be a man on social media. You know what he should have done, Ray? Is he should have gone like right and attack the people attacking him. It's like, hey, random commenter, I don't see you kissing any hot chicks in any games. Go fuck yourself. Hey, crazy woman, criticizing me. I don't see you getting laid anytime soon. Go fuck yourself. I mean, that's what he should have been doing, right?
I disagree. I think that he should have neither played victim nor attacked people. He should have made this into a meme and marketed it. You know what I mean? Like if you got that video, 27.9 right now, million people that have watched it. That's a lot of fucking people. How many of those people do you think would buy a t-shirt if he made it into some sort of comedic type of meme? Like you could take that to the next level. Like, kiss cams ruined my marriage. And then, the picture of him kissing the chick on the shirt, on the front of the shirt. Like, do something awesome with it. If you're going to get that many people to watch the video, like that's your fucking 15 minutes of fame, dude. Yeah. You got to capitalize on that shit. Don't fucking play victim. And cause it is bullshit. You can't sit there and say like, oh, these people ruined my marriage. No, you ruined your marriage when you fucking took your side chick out. Like when you were cheating on your wife. Yeah. That's not, you can't blame the kiss cam and other people on social media for that. You fucked up, dude. You got to own that. Idiot. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Own up to it and make it into a meme. If you got this many fucking people, cause his expression, I just watched the video. His expression it's pretty good. Right? So like you market that. God damn, he missed an opportunity there, but instead he's going to play the victim. So that's a lesson to everyone out there. Don't play the victim. Play the meme.
I would kill for 27 million views of this stupid podcast. Even
for a 13-second video. Yeah. If we got 28 million views or listens for every 13 seconds,
Jesus.
Woo,
yeah,
we'd be half as rich as what we are right now.
All right. So here we got for Dick of the Week. We've got this guy, kissing his side chick at a game, getting caught. We've got, Svensson for getting paid to sit around and talk with his friends, or Tawana for making Svensson get paid to talk to his friends. And we've got the gentleman who stole a hearse and did not want to return the body, despite the pleas on social media telling him to return the body. All right, Ray, do you have your mind made up? You know which way you're going?
Yes.
You do? Okay. Well,
after much deliberation,
$20 now,
hands of expert judges
this is
have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week award goes to...
Go ahead, buddy. What is it?
That old fashioned was fucking $12. Like I can't even buy two of them yet. That's how fucking, so annoying. So I'm going to have to go with the man who's in hot water after being caught kissing his wife or his side chick at the game. And the reason being, cause he's a whiny little bitch about it. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Hot German News Babe, I can't say that I've never stolen somebody's hearse. I don't recall my history too well. And I'm sure we've all done stupid things and having good times with our friends, right? And, I too have been paid to sit around and talk to my friends before. That's happened. So Svensson, that's not really the worst thing in the world, right? I mean, you could have been there for free. You could have been there on a Sunday doing it, right? But it's not that bad. But yeah, like if you're going to go ahead with your side chick to a game that is televised, and then you're going to go ahead and kiss her, that kiss cameras are a thing, and then you're going to go ahead and play the victim and be a whiny little bitch about it. Yeah, Davey Andrade, you're the Dick of the Week. Boom.
Yeah, I agree. So my thing is that, like, kind of what you said, right? Svensson, you did get to sit around and get paid, right? It's not that bad. I'm not a fan of that, of Tijuana there. Maybe she should move to Mexico and, capitalize on her name being from the city that she could move to.
That's racist.
And Hot Drummer News Babe, I don't know if the guy was being a dick. See, I don't see any like pure dick moves by my definition. Therefore, I'm going with the person that was most ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous. That's right.
Ridiculous.
That's right.
Ridiculous.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's another $5. God damn
This is a bumper for the Dick Tips segment.
Because
2 old fashions and a 50-cent tip for each.
His voice sound cool and talk about himself in the third person.
Ray, do you know how to make lava cake?
Let me think about that. I don't, but let me think. You just make a cake and you put some chocolate in the middle.
Do you know what lava cake is?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yep. They're good. I like them.
Yeah. You like them. You like getting there at a restaurant, having dessert, say, I want some lava cake.
Okay.
Some ice cream on top.
You know what I like about cake?
What?
I like the cake part of cake. You know what I don't like about cake?
What's that?
The frosting part. The frosting root, and then like the all the layers. So you get the bready cake, like moistness. Yes, that's good. And then you add on the inside the melty chocolate. Yeah. That's a good combination.
Right. So a lava cake is a cake that's cooked with the inside that runs like lava, right? It's molten hot chocolate. Okay. So you cook it very quickly. So the outside forms and you have the inside that's all very runny. You mix that with your ice cream and it can be very delicious, right? All right. Recently, making lava cakes here at the Rem Dickman household has become I don't want to say regular thing, but I've done it 3 times in the past 6 weeks. All right. And let me tell you something, Ray.
Pretty frequent.
It is the biggest pain in the ass to make a lava cake.
I bet.
These tiny little fucking things are such a pain in the ass to make. And you got to make such a mess doing it. It's not even worth it. And the margin for error is so tiny. 1 minute too long in the oven, you have souffle. 1 minute too little, everything's runny. You have to get it just right.
Yeah.
And Ray, it changes every single time.
Yeah.
Every time the time in the oven changes. Okay. So we had a question come into us. Say, hey, Rem Dickman, how do I make lava cake? Well, I'm going to tell you. All right. It's sounds simple. It's just a pain in the ass. Okay. First things first, you get yourself some chocolate. You got to melt chocolate. You get 6 tablespoons of butter and chocolate and a double boiler. You melt that up really nice. Okay. Leave that aside. All right. In your stand mixer, you need to beat together, 2 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs and, how much sugar? Oh man, I think it's a 1/4 cup of sugar. All right. Yeah, like I have the recipe in front of me.
That's it?
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
And you beat that for 5 minutes. Okay. Then when 5 minutes is done, you add in 2 tablespoons of vanilla. All right. And then you fold in your melted chocolate. Also 3 tablespoons of flour. Now you have that ready to go. That's your cake mix. You have, different 8-ounce ramekins. Okay. The little cups that you can cook in the oven, and you have to butter those. You have to butter each of those. You have to put butter in them and then flour. You have to put flour in them so it doesn't stick to the ramekin. Okay. That's a pain in the ass in itself. That's a pain. All right. And you split your mixture up into the 4 8-ounce ramekins and you throw it in the oven at 450 degrees for anywhere between 10 and 12 minutes. And that's the thing. I've put it in at 12 minutes and I've gotten a beautiful runny center, and I've also gotten souffle. I've put it in at 11 minutes. Same thing. It is hit or miss with the time. I could not tell you what time. Probably want to go a little bit under. Do it for 11 minutes and see what happens. It's a delicious souffle, or it's a delicious lava cake. Also, don't waste your time if you don't have vanilla ice cream. We did this with chocolate peanut butter ice cream a couple weeks ago. Terrible. Too much chocolate. Too much chocolate.
No. I'm a big fan of chocolate peanut butter ice cream. That's my jam right there. There's like a Dryers or Breyers. I don't know, fucking, they're all the same to me. But one of those that has the Reese's peanut butter cups and the swirl of peanut butter in it. Jesus Christ. It's so good.
You'd fit right the fuck into my family. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't like vanilla. It's like flavorless. It might have something to do with the fact I can't smell.
Right.
It might.
The flavor is vanilla, you stupid asshole.
Don't make fun of me. I'm handicapped.
That's right. I'm sorry. You can't smell.
You can't. I'm a protected class.
Yeah. This lava cake is like the biggest scam ever, because like you go to a restaurant, right? And you pay for lava cake.
Yeah.
If it doesn't come out as lava, you're still paying for lava cake, right?
Yeah, true.
All right. So, and like the restaurant can't guarantee that it's always going to be lava, just like you can't guarantee that it's going to be lava at your house. It's dumb. And I don't like being asked to make it. I don't like making dessert. I'm not a baker, Ray. I've taken to baking bread. I bake bread just about every week now, and I add honey to it, so it's nice and sweet, and it's yummy, very yummy. But the same thing, baking is too imprecise. I've made bread 6 times since I got my stand mixer, right? And each time it's come out different, despite me doing the exact same thing. I don't understand baking. I like cooking regular food, reverse searing steaks, and making a meal for everybody. You know, Mama Rem came over last Friday for her birthday. We had Mama and Papa Rem, and we had my grandmother, Nona Rem was there as well. And I made dinner for everybody. I seared some strip steaks and I made some potatoes and we had the pasta. It was great. It was a great meal, right? And I can do that. I can repeat that every single time I do it. I can make it exactly the same. Baking, hit or miss. You follow the recipe the exact same way, hit or miss. And I hate it. I hate baking. Baking is stupid.
Yeah.
If Mr. Porno Man was a baker, I'd hate him even more.
Maybe he is. Baker, a butcher, and a candlestick maker. I don't know. He's a jack of all trades.
That's what he is.
So it sounds tedious making lava cake. So I'm with you, steer clear. But because who wants to spend that much time? It just makes me think, okay, my wife's been she's been watching a shitload of baking and cooking shows, like cook-offs and whatever, competition cooking shows. All over Netflix, they're all over everywhere. And, you know, it's kind of nice because the kids can watch it and we can all sit and watch it, right? You know, it's easy audience, right? Family viewing. On the other hand, all I'm thinking when I see these contestants is they're people that they're like, oh, I'm just like a regular old Joe. My, stay at home or I work all the time, whatever. And then, I like to bake in my free time, but they consider themselves like expert cookers and bakers and chefs. And all I'm thinking is your family fucking hates you.
Yeah.
You must spend so much time making 3 hours for fucking dinner, 2 hours for lunch, like an hour and a half for breakfast. I guarantee you that your family's like, you're going to go on this fucking show and you're going to bring home the $20,000 or you're never coming home. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, you spent way too much fucking time making shit for us and it's good, but you better fucking put that shit to use now.
Right.
Like, that's all I think when I see
Have you ever seen the Kids Baking Championship on Food Network?
I don't know if I've seen that one exactly, but I've seen some kids baking, and it's amazing what they can do.
My daughter was into that, honestly. For a bit, so the whole family had to watch, right? And it's a bunch of like 9 to 13-year-olds baking, okay? And these kids, between the ages of 9 and 13, they know how to make macarons. They know how to make macaroons. They know how to make American buttercream. They know how to make royal icing. They know how to bake all this nonsense, right? Things I've never even heard of. They know how to bake. They know how to make pâte à choux.
And from scratch.
Yeah, they know how to make churros.
Without a full recipe.
It's like at 10 years old, man, I was just learning, I was just riding a bike and playing football with my friends. I had no idea how to bake anything. And these freaking kids,
throwing rocks and shit.
they're baking like 7-layer cakes and shit. Like, oh my God, this is insane. But that's a form of child abuse, right? You don't teach your kids to bake at that age because baking is too goddamn stressful. And that is straight up child abuse. Also, one thing to notice, and we watch a lot of Food Network here at the Rem Dickman household, okay? It's basically Food Network and wrestling all the time. One thing to look out for. And I find that as a watcher of human beings, as a lover of humanity, okay, as a lover of all people, I like to look for different things that stand out to me. And here's something that stands out to me by watching Food Network, right? This may sound politically incorrect. I apologize. I don't mean it to be. This is just an observation, and there's nothing wrong with what I see here, okay? There's nothing wrong with what I'm about to tell you. But it's just interesting to me.
So racist.
Yeah. In the cooking field, you have straight men and you have lesbians. Very few straight women. Straight men, lesbians. Few straight women. Okay? In the baking side of things, you have women and you have gay men. Very few straight men. It is interesting to me that the lesbians go towards the gourmet cooking and the gay men go towards the baking. In every single baking show you watch, there is at least 2 gay men baking. And every time a woman is included, like the show Chopped. Have you ever seen Chopped?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If there's 2 women on Chopped in that episode, one of them is a lesbian. It is super interesting to me. There's there's no commentary here to be made about it at all. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting to cook and following your dreams and your passions. That's cool. It's just super interesting to me how the representation works on television. That's all.
Well, and statistically, there's far fewer lesbians or gay men than there are not, right?
Yeah.
So for them to find that many of them and constantly put these shows out and have people that are actually good at it and competitive is where the real story is. As in, it's not like they're just finding these people and they're shitty and you're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
It's that there are actually a lot of them and they're good.
Yeah, there's nothing to find. There's a lot of gay men who are bakers, and there's a lot of lesbian women who are gourmet chefs, and that's just it. It's super interesting how that works. Okay, I think that's enough, though, Ray. I think that's enough for tonight.
I'm hungry.
Are you? Go make a lava cake.
Yeah. Can you make me a lava cake? Mail it to me real quick.
Apparently my entire household is awake right now, so I need to wrap this shit up and get upstairs and fucking yell at everybody. I didn't even finish my Mike's Harder Cranberry.
You gotta lay the law down.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta tell your kids they have to drink that drink if they don't go to bed.
All right. Rich Dickman audience. We're going to have an interesting couple of weeks coming up. Next week,
dun, dun, dun.
Ray and I are going to be recording episodes 98, 99 next week, Thursday and Friday. However, Ray, I just learned today that at about noontime on Thursday, when we would record episode 98, I may be doing an extended interview with Mike Bloom, who is a Survivor writer and reporter. And might be doing that at noontime, which is too early for you. So I might be doing a one-on-one with him. So we might show up on Thursday night and record 98, the beginning and the end, and then record 99 right after it, which would be good. Save us the weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep you updated on that. But coming up on the show very soon, we will have Mike Bloom, because I want to talk Survivor. This season is great so far. It's winners at war. 20 winners playing Survivor. It's fantastic. And I'm excited. And, my passion for the game is back, and I'm excited to talk to Mike. I talked to Mike 5 years ago when I did Remversations on the Storm Ride cast. And, it was 5 years ago, just a couple days ago, exactly, when I posted that episode, or I talked to him last. So it's interesting. So that's coming up. All right. So we have 98, 99. I might bring a guest or two.
Can I just say something real quick?
God damn it. What?
Which is when you said that Mike Bloom was I heard you say that he was a survivor, and I thought you meant of like cyberbullying. Like he was a survivor.
He's a Survivor reporter. He may have survived cyberbullying, though. I mean, we all have. Right.
Well, we can ask him that.
I survived
can ask him that.
by turning off the computer.
Yeah.
I certainly will. Yeah. And then.
All right. And then after that. Yeah.
And then I'm heading to Oklahoma, and Randy's heading to Oklahoma, and Ray might not. So we may be recording episode 100, the three of us live from Oklahoma, or it may just be Randy bringing a microphone, me bringing my laptop, and I'm talking to Ray from Oklahoma, and Randy's sitting there smoking weed, hanging out. I don't know yet. We'll find out. No, Randy doesn't do any of that stuff. There's no weed smoking going on. That was just a joke. That was just satire. So episode 100 is certainly going to be interesting. And if that doesn't work, then we'll have to delay 100 by a week. And we'll have to post a best of or something, because just the way this is lining up. Unless my trip gets canceled by coronavirus, in which case, we'll be doing it normal Thursday.
Do you think we could get Mr. Pornoman to go to Oklahoma for episode 100?
He went to Vegas for AVN.
If he's already traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're right. And he apparently is traveling a lot, shooting these scenes in all over the fucking world. So if that's the case, travel's not necessarily a hindrance for him. It's not an obstacle. It's not a barrier. He could figure out a way, of course, schedule permitting, but I guarantee you that, well, I shouldn't say guarantee, but that's a possibility. We could see if that works out.
All right, Mr. Porterman, you hear that.
We can have our people.
Well, your people talk to my people. Yeah. All right. So we're going to exciting couple of weeks coming up, and as we approach 100. Thank you all for listening. Real quick, I do want to thank our patrons, because it is March. It is a new month, and our patrons are super awesome people. They're very important to me. And
now it's time to thank our fucking Patreons. Thanks, Svensson, producer Ryan, Freddie, Maddie, and what the fuck's his name? Randy. Enjoy your bonus content at patreon.com/Rich Dickman Show.
That's right. That bonus content includes bonus clips, the shows for everybody, and our bonus episodes starting at the second tier. And we'll be recording. Hey, Ray, what do you think? Saturday, you want to do the second part of Liquor Fueled?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we can do that.
Yeah, we'll see. We're
actually, let me see.
We'll talk.
We got a couple birthday parties that day.
Jesus Christ. We'll talk offline. We'll get that second part before I go to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Done. But yeah, we got our liquor fueled pop-up audio bonus episodes and all sorts of stuff on there. So get on that Patreon, and we really appreciate it. If you do want to support us, that's a great way to do it. Really appreciate the support we get. Helps out. The show, it helps, helps with the show. It helps a lot.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Ray, how do we find you? How do we follow you? How do we do stuff with you, Ray?
On Twitter at Jules Winfeld, or look me up, Ray Dickman.
Ray Dickman.
And that's it.
That's right. Yeah. You can find us online at richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Go ahead, click that merch tab, get yourself an Eat the Rich t-shirt. Bernie might not be your nominee, but you can still eat some goddamn rich people, right? Support socialism by using capitalism. It's fantastic. It's at patreon.com/richdickman. And while you're at richdickman.com, go ahead and click, we have a videos tab up there as well. I don't know if Ray's put it up there yet, but our video should be there. Our Spicy Wing Challenge and the Impossible Whopper, try challenge video thing. Ray, did you put that up there yet? God damn it.
Nope. You'll have to remind me. I need like an actual to-do list.
Yeah.
I say I'll add it to my to-do list, but I don't actually have a list.
Get to that.
Actually make that list.
Get to that Rich Dickman YouTube channel and subscribe. We upload all our episodes there, except episode 95, which was the Lisa May Triple X parody.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that got pulled down.
Yeah.
But all our episodes,
too steamy.
Yeah, all our episodes are there. As well as our Rich Dickman Presents videos. So check those out. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you're buying one of our shirts, leave a review. That'd be cool too. If you happen to listen to this on a pod player of some sort and you can leave a review, do that, like your iTunes or whatever, or Apple Podcasts. Leave a review, rate, subscribe, share, all that bullshit. Tell your friends. Appreciate it. Love you guys. RichDickmanShow@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. I am at Rem Dickman. Follow producer Ryan at Ryan TRDS and my mother at Rem_Mama. And of course, there's my buddy Randy at Sir Zero with an E. We'll be back next week with an all brand new episode of Rich Dickman content for your Rich Dickman needs. Rich Dickman all the time, 24/7, 100 episodes coming soon. We love you all. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week. Like I said, I'm buying time here to go just another couple seconds because we got to get to that magic number. Well, it's going to be short this week, but yeah. Check out Isaac's new show.
We've gone over before.
Miss you. Love you. Peace. Good night.
See ya. Another one in the bag. Yes. Another amazing episode. Just keep cranking these bitches out.
I was hoping to go to bed after. My son couldn't sleep last night because my daughter, she couldn't sleep last night, so she went into his bed because she was scared, but she was being a pain in the ass, so he couldn't sleep. Right. So he was up every hour. So he was fucking exhausted. So he got home from school. He essentially just went to bed. He went to bed. He woke up to watch me post this video and he ate dinner and he went back to bed. So now he's wide awake. He's wide awake because he's been sleeping for the past 7 hours.
Checking his downloads.
Yeah. Checking his downloads that are just blowing away his father's.
Watches. Yeah.
Yeah. Because my downloads suck. Yeah.